Hey everyone, this is Slyfrick. Welcome to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey Untold, the Millennium Girl, aka EOU 1, as I will call it. And guess we just start a new game and find out. But first, go to the option screen, because there's a few things I don't want. So that goes to max, that goes to low, that... Actually, I believe I set SC to max. That's fine. Mute, and yes. Yes, I'll mute the voices. Alright, mess with the settings a bit, basically turn the background music onto the max, SC low, voice muted, messaging on fast, and yes, I will play with the voices muted, because although I do like the voice actors, it does totally kill my train of thought, and, some people don't like it, may as well just turn it off in the first place. No thank you. And we will be playing in the story mode first. I believe I discussed this a long time ago. I've actually discussed this over the course of Labyrinth Toho, that I was actually considering just going straight to classic, but I've decided to stick to my guns and go story mode first. Yes, we'll begin a new one, duh, and yeah, there we go, let's get started. I believe we've already seen the intro cutscene. Oh, okay, this isn't the intro cutscene.
Another explorer, eh?
Anyone coming to Etria these days is bound to be one.
That's a big change from the last town.
Yeah! It's an explorer's paradise! That's Etria for you!
Now you know why the voices will be muted from here on out.
We've received a request from a town called Etria. It seems they require a Highlander's aid. This will be a dangerous mission, but I believe you can do it. You are bound to the Far East, to Etria. Show them a Highlander's justice. Hey, it's your turn. Keep moving.
See ya!
Are you an explorer too? Invited by the rod, eh? Welcome, Highlander. May you enjoy your time in Etria.
Alright, welcome. Alright. Sure enough. Alright, we're getting the intro mission already. It's so nice to get it so fast in the story mode. In classic mode you have to do some little ribble-rabble to create the chain first, but since you start with just the Highlander in the story mode, it transitions a lot faster. The fact that they just put you in here automatically is awesome, so I guess we get started with this immediately. Usually I do a prep episode where I actually prepare the team and equipment first, but in this game it just tosses you right in, so it's very nice. We'll just keep going with the normal answers. Etrian Odyssey, I'm going to compare EOU 1 a lot to the original Etrian Odyssey. That's just kind of a tie that's just going to happen. This is Ren and Tlachgta. They are also from Etrian Odyssey 1, but they did not show up until much later in Etrian Odyssey 1. So, I mean, they showed up on the 3rd floor, so now they just throw them in your face immediately. That's kind of nice. Go. Tlachgta doesn't talk much. Character names and guilds can blah blah blah. Of course, we know this. Refrain from using personal information of offensive language. Blah blah blah. In terms of adventurer's name, well, nah, I wonder who this is. Just continue on. Okay. So Ren and Tlachgta would be joining us throughout the first mission. They gave you 2 crutch characters, because otherwise you only have 1 person, and the other characters of the story haven't been introduced yet. So, yeah, it's alright. Ren and Tlachgta are totally totally overpowered and give you insight onto the Ronin and Hexer classes. Alright, so the game starts you off with Ren and Tlachgta, the Ronin and the Hexer classes to give you Ren with the drawing stance that you're almost never going to trigger, because at the start of the game they're just giving you Ren and Tlachgta as crutch characters, because you are the only one in the party. Tlachgta has some useful stuff. Doesn't have Evil Eye, the best skill in the game, and Staggering Word's pretty nice. Yeah. So this is an introduction to the Ronin and Hexer classes. In EOU1 you didn't get access to these until incrementally later in the game. It basically made them both really hard to use in the original Etrian Odyssey, so if you play Classic you'll get access to them right off the bat. You start off with this. You start off with a Highlander, and you can put your skills however you want. There's a lot of ways you can go about this. I personally really like Bloody Offense and Spear Assist especially because of the partners they gave you helped with the elemental, so Spear Assist gets a lot of work done. There's lots of things you can do with your character. I'm gonna go ahead and head straight for Spear Assist because that's what I know. And it'll give me something to start on. Plus, Long Thrust isn't a terrible attack at the start of the game. You can kill some things with it, and it's relatively cheap. Really, it makes it really useful. Ren and Tlachgta have their own stuff going on about them that, if you've played the demo, you know exactly what it is. And I'm going to assume you've played the demo of the game. If you want to try out the game, the demo for EOU and EOU4 and EOU2 are all in the eShop, so you can just go try them. If you want to, you can take a pause here and do as much of the demo as you want and explore the initial areas first. That means I don't have to explain as much. Alright, so with that, we'll leave. You're gonna notice these little blips in the video. I basically have to, every 5 minutes, I have to reset, otherwise the editor goes like, why? And you're like, I get confused, it's just dumb. Anyways, that's enough non sequitur. Alright, there's lots of useful facilities. It's weird that Tlachgta's the one talking to us. Usually Ren is the assertive one that likes to talk to people. Weapons and arm for yourself. Boost your end, save the game. Once it's all done, head to the forest entrance. Okay, fine. Basically doing what I would do in a normal prep episode. Okay. Tlachgta has not changed. She still has that little tick in her voice. Yep. Yes, we will be here very often. Purchase goods, armor. You can sell your resources found in the library. This is all very basic stuff. And there's some shortcuts. Anyways, I needed to change an obnoxious option. I guess I really didn't want L hold after all, because I didn't realize it would affect my thing in menus. So, shucks. I really like L confirm most of the time though. Alright, let's buy a spear. Never mind, let's not buy a spear. There's not really too much we can get. We'll get Yale standard leaf boots, because you always get the Yale standard leaf boots, and leave the hairpin for defense. Oh, you can... okay. I forget that the Targe is in everybody. That'll help. Let's go save the game real quick. I've only been at this for about 12 minutes. I can do a bit of the intro area if I wanted to. Okay. I'm pretty sure they just mentioned his name, but we'll never mention him again. The innkeeper is basically completely and totally forgettable, unlike a lot of other innkeepers. Actually, the EOU3 innkeeper, I don't think I ever learned his name. Yeah. Well. No, he's just an innkeeper. Alright, goodbye, guy. Let's drop on into the forest entrance and get started. Usually I wait a bit in the preparation episodes, but because it's so fast, I mean, besides the intro cutscenes, you can just drop right into the game. It's really easy. It's really nice. So we're gonna get a bit done here too. Makes the video longer than my other intro videos, but it's not that bad really. And they start the map off with a good chunk of it explored already for you. They did this in EOU 1 too. I think it was actually almost exactly the same as Eternausi 1. I don't think Eternausi 1 had the top part, but it definitely did have this lower central part automatically mapped for you. Alright, so this is a map test, and basically Ren and Tlachgta are your crutch characters that will make you stronger individually and make sure you don't die because you're by yourself. So they just want you to learn how to draw the... Really, in this intro part, they really just wanted to show you how to draw the frickin' map, because it's so easy and very important. I already understand all this stuff, and I'll be pretty much doing it automatically as I play, so pardon me for keeping it short and kind of skipping through it. So let's just press forward. I mean, they already have this pretty mapped out for us. Yes, I already did this. Thank you. Alright. So this is very standard Eternausi 1 where we're gonna run into tree rats and stuff and beat them up. And there's probably 3 moles and a treasure bag over here that I really want, because it's the same event as in Eternausi 1. I think this is one of the few maps that is directly copied from Eternausi 1, because the map is just strikingly similar. Hello, tree rats. Yes, yes. Yeah, they don't really want you to focus on fighting the enemies, because that's what they're there for. Easy peasy. Even Tlachgta the Hexer can knock them out. You can probably, I think you can actually, if you spend enough time, level up Ren and Tlachgta. It won't stop you. I don't think you can alter their skills though. I might be wrong on that. But I don't see any reason you'd want to power level. I don't see... How much time would it even take? Oh, jeez. I don't know why I got all on that tangent. And we will pick up the boot because there's a gemstone inside. Yep. And we get 3 moles. Yeah, this is exactly the same as Eternausi 1, which is why I'm not surprised. So we get 3 moles. Then a skill called Breath. Use it during battle to heal both yourself and your companions to either side. It's important to remember. Okay, well, we're not going to be using a Ronin for the rest of the game, so I'm sure I will take your suggestion with a grain of salt. I believe... Wasn't one of these a... Yeah, I really want to use that one. And just stop them from killing the knife rake, so... Basically, we just stopped ourselves from dying, because this is expert mode, and the moles will try to kill you, but the frigid slash makes this easy. So, yep. That's an easy load of experience right at the start of the game. That's why I like coming here first. Just 3 moles gives a bunch of experience. I think Breath is a inside only. And they didn't give me Medicas to start with. Shucks. Guess we'll just have to use Breath at our next opportunity to make sure I don't die. It's okay, because Ren is fast, because crutch character. Double tree rat. Staggering word, making life easy. And we're not gonna die, so. We just keep pressing forward. Easy experience is easy experience. Mission is to draw everything in this red box, and I'm gonna get this done rather quickly. There might even come times where basically things have become mundane and I'm just gonna cut away, but it is really not too hard. It's really just about getting the hang of the controls, understanding what the heck you're doing, learning how the basic enemies work, such as these woodflies will try to blind you, it's not too bad at the start. I think I will do that. I don't think she actually has an actual attack, so we'll just go for the Torpor. Oh, I forgot! Curses only affect one line. My bad. Oh well. That stopped us from getting hurt, so I'll take it. Hexer to level 2. Pardon me. Me to level 2. Highlanders are a little bit of an oddity. They're the class I'm the least familiar with within all the Eternauties because they only appear in this one and as DLC in EOU 2, so they're a little hard for me to really grasp, and sometimes when I look at their skills I'm like, what am I supposed to do with you? And they're very specific? I don't think they're specific per se, it's just that they're very unique, and I don't have a lot of experience with a character that acts the way the Highlander does. So you will see me kind of baffle and maybe use the Highlander potentially to the not the best of its abilities because of that. Even though I have played this before, and it's just, I don't have that, even then it's just not a lot of experience for me because I always tended to kind of just get him off the Highlander the moment I could. Alright. This is going to tell us about the treasure box. Yeah, we know that. So we're going to go ahead and pick these open. I believe that's set to happen when you're about like halfway or a quarter way done. I'm going to say that's right. Actually it's very easy to tell the scale in this game. If you have at least somewhat decent depth perception, you can easily tell us. Now, this is the old treasure icon. This is the new treasure icon, and I think this treasure no, okay, they didn't change. Okay, screw that. I'll go with classic. In EOU 2, they added a function where the chest opens when, like, the icon has like an open chest if you open the chest, but in this game it just doesn't care. So, all right, I'll just take my treasure and go. And I will use the classic treasure box icon because that's just what I'm used to. And I'll recognize it instantly from the map. So if I'm looking at a map and I'm wondering where the treasure boxes were, I know exactly where they were. They're right here. My map, I'll draw it how I want. And it's your map, you can draw it how you want. And that's what makes Eternautia pretty special. That there will be minute differences between everyone's maps. It's kind of nice. Even on expert mode, this area is a joke. Other than the 3 mole fight, there's really no danger at all to your main character. There's a well down here. It won't do anything now, I don't think. If it's anything like EO1. Really, I have not played this game in quite a while. So the minute details are really away from me. Okay. I think they fixed... Well, okay, so in the original EO1, you can only access this at night. And you could use it an infinite amount of time. So you had an infinite TP source, so you could technically never have to visit the inn if you just farmed it. But really, the inn was more convenient, and you used it anyway. So, it was a very nice tool for beginners, though, to have an infinite TP source. But, and this early in the game, it was so useful. But in this game, I think it's limited to use of once per day or so. So, that's just something we're going to live with. This is going to connect back over here. So I'm not going to walk this way, but I will paint it in. Yeah, this map is exactly the same as the first game. I don't know what else to say. We're going to get to the interesting bits of the story soonish. If I was playing in classic mode, I'd be a little bit more enthused about talking about this area, but really, they gave us Ren and Tlachgta, so the enemies are a joke and there's nothing really to go on about. I think it's finally gotten to the point where I'm directly cutting out all the fights. Alright, we got an item point. I believe this is the game where they introduced the ability to... No, Eternautia 4 was the game they introduced the ability to use item points by anyone. So, I think it carried over. The other ones for day may be bored if you have the right skills. Be aware, harvesters are easy prey for monsters. Alright. So I think it was in Etrian Odyssey 3. They introduced surprise encounters from when you're shopping, mining, and stuff. I don't think that was a few... it's an interesting topic. I might actually have forgotten. Anyways, enabling shortcut. So, in this game, for the first stratum, the indicators for shortcuts are these yellow flowers. If you look along the walls as you walk around, you're probably going to easily spot them, and they will help you pretty significantly. I say as I continue just making this place the rest of this place essentially nothing, so marching on. Ah, the claw beetle. Claw beetle's a little troublesome. I think Ren can still do it. I don't think Tlachgta has poison. She doesn't. Fine. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because Ren tears through. Those things, if we were playing Classic, those things would actually be kind of tough because they have immensely high defense and you have to use magic to get past them. But no, Ren and Tlachgta are here, so it's a joke, of course. There's a venom fly field around here somewhere. Alright. Yeah, of course, we pick up the rucksack. Get a little bit of chump change, that's nice. Always good to have some chump change around. Money is usually not an issue in Atronasi games. But we will, I mean, if we need it, it's really pretty easily accessible too, so money is usually not a problem. Major clearing with... we could rest among the flowers, except that Tlachgta and Ren are here, so it's like, eh. By the way, I'm pretty sure we get attacked by venom flies. Screw it. Alright, yeah, I kinda knew the venom flies would show up. Alright, this could actually oh, no, never mind, we got staggering word so we can go straight for the... We win. Alright, fine. Alright, so, this was going to be kinda tough, and had the possibility of us dying, but, yeah. It didn't quite happen that way, so... Go ahead and take our chop item. Tlachgta has chop and gives us extra stuff. That's neato. Take that. Oh, was there a chop point over here? I forgot to mark that right. And the only other space is the one on the lower right. I'll go grab that real quick. We walk the forest pass. Map plant area is complete. Not really complete. I just have the walls and most of the tiles walked on. I'll take it. Really, it's like, yeah, your mission is complete. You clearly completed all this map, even though you're like 4 tiles away from actually completing it. I believe it gives you a little bit of room for a painting and a wall drawing error. You know, so that it's not definitely impossible. So let me paint the rest of this in. And this is probably going to be the most simple map in the game. Like, locked door, 1 shortcut, 2 chop points, 3 treasure boxes, 2 events. Bam! Well, 3 events, if we count this one over here. Getting to about level 4 is pretty normal. And I technically took the long way back, so I might run into a second fight. Something's not right. Earthquake? That's not good. I think we'll find out more about this in the second episode. Alright. Alright, well, let's march. And we will report the mission and start exploration of the next area next time. So, hey everyone, this has been labyrinth. As always, thank you for watching. Kind of a different-ish first episode than what I'm used to, but we got our work done. So, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye.